Chapter 1. Avadhuta said, "It is God's grace alone which gives wise men the desire to realize non-dual Brahman. Thus they are set free from great fear." Indeed, everything in this universe is filled with the Atman, and since the Atman is covered by itself, how can I worship that formless, indivisible, immutable Supreme Beatitude? The universe, consisting of the 5 elements, is like water in a mirage. Ah, being that one stainless Atman, to whom shall I bow down? Truly the Atman alone is all, and in it there is neither division nor non-division. It appears to me perplexing to say, the Atman exists, or the Atman does not exist. The quintessence of the whole Vedanta is the knowledge and the realization of the Atman. By nature I am that formless, all-pervading Atman. Undoubtedly I am that Atman, which is omnipresent, luminous, undivided like space, intrinsically pure, and unclouded by Maya. Truly I am imperishable, infinite, in the embodiment of pure consciousness. I do not know how happiness and misery are experienced, or who it is that experiences them. For me there is no mental action, good or bad. For me there is no physical action, good or bad. For me there is no verbal action, good or bad. I am undying consciousness, pure and transcendental. Truly the mind is like space. It seems to face in all directions. It seems to transcend everything. It seems to be everything. But in reality, the mind does not exist. I am one and in everything. I am unbounded and beyond space. How can I see myself appearing or disappearing? Why do you not understand? You are truly that absolute one. You are that eternal Atman reflecting all equally. You are the unrefuted Lord, and ever shining. Then how can you think of day or night? Be aware of the Atman always. It is continuous and everywhere the same. You say, I am he who meditates, and the Supreme One is the object of meditation. Why do you thus divide the indivisible? You were never born and you never shall die. You have never had a body. The Upanishads declare in many different ways this avowed truth. All is Brahman. You are always present within as well as without. You are that Supreme Beatitude, always and everywhere. Why then do you run hither and thither like a confused ghost? For you and me, there can be neither union nor separation. In reality, neither you, nor I, nor this world exists. The Atman alone abides. You do not belong to the 5 objects of senses, such as sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. Nor do they, again, belong to you. Indeed, you are the supreme reality. What reason, then, do you have to grieve? You have no birth or death, no memory, no bondage or liberation, nor have you good or evil. Why do you weep, O my dear? Name and form belong neither to you nor to me. O mind, why are you wandering about like a restless ghost? Realize that undifferentiated Atman. Give up all craving and be happy. Truly you are that unchanging reality, which is motionless, one, and freedom itself. You do not experience passion or dispassion. Why then do you torment yourself by desiring objects of lust? All the Upanishads declare that Brahman, the supreme reality, is without attributes, pure, immutable, bodiless, and pervading everything equally. Know that I am that Brahman. Do not doubt this. Know this, that which has form is unreal, and that which is formless is eternal. He who exemplifies this truth in his own life will no longer be subject to rebirth. The sages say that the reality is one and unchanging. When craving is renounced, unity and diversity cease to exist in the mind. How can a man attain samadhi as long as he thinks of himself as something other than the Atman? But on the other hand, Samadhi is not possible for a man who thinks of himself as the Atman. How can Samadhi be attained as long as a man thinks that the Atman exists and yet does not exist? And what need is there to attain Samadhi if all are one and by nature free? You are the ever-pure and unchanging reality. You are bodiless, birthless, and imperishable. I know the Atman, or I do not know. Why do you think in such terms? The Atman, the nature of being, has been established by the great Vedic dictums, such as thou art that, and I am Brahman. The body, consisting of 5 elements, is unreal. This has been declared by the Upanishads, saying, not this, not this. Truly everything in this universe is filled through and through by your Atman alone. Thus there is no meditator or meditation in your mind. How is it that you are meditating without any sense of shame? How can I speak of or worship that supreme beatitude, which I do not know as an object of knowledge? For I myself am that supreme beatitude, the ultimate reality, which is full by nature and all-pervading like space. I am not the cosmic principles. I am that self-same reality, which is devoid of inference and reason, and free from subject and object. How can I know myself? An object cannot be infinite by nature. Matter cannot be reality itself. Truly the Atman alone is the supreme reality. It is neither injurious nor non-violent. You are that pure, bodiless, unborn, imperishable, unchanging reality. How can there be any confusion relating to the Atman? And again, how can you say, I am confused? When the jar is broken, the jar space becomes completely unified with the undifferentiated space. So also, when the mind becomes purified, it is united with the supreme beatitude. Thus no diversity is perceived by me. Distinctions such as jar and jar space, individual body and individual soul, do not exist in Brahman. Realize that absolute Brahman, which neither is knowable nor can be made known. The Atman exists always, everywhere, and in everything. It is eternal and unchanging. Everything in this world is void, and again it is filled with the Atman. Realize I am that Atman. Do not doubt this. In Brahman there are neither the Vedas, nor the worlds, nor gods, nor sacrifices. There are neither stages of life, nor caste, nor race, nor lineage. There is neither the path of smoke, nor the path of light. Only the self-same Brahman, the supreme reality, exists. If you have realized that absolute one, which is free from the pervader and the pervaded, how can you think of the Atman as perceptible or imperceptible? Some prefer to be non-dualists, while others prefer to be dualists, but none of them truly knows the self-same Brahman, which is devoid of duality and non-duality. Brahman is free from colors, such as white, blue, and yellow. It is devoid of qualities, such as sound, touch, and smell. How do people describe Brahman, which is beyond mind and speech? When everything in this world, including the body, becomes unreal and void like space, then truly one knows Brahman. Then there is no longer any parade of dualities for him. It appears to me that my innate self and the Supreme Self are truly identical and exactly like one continuous space. How can there be a meditator or meditation? Whatever I do, whatever I eat, whatever I offer and sacrifice, whatever I give away, none of these belong to me. I am ever pure, unborn, and immutable. Know all this universe to be formless. Know all this universe to be devoid of transformation. Know all this universe to be pure existence itself. Know all this universe to be of the nature of supreme beatitude. Undoubtedly you are that supreme reality. Why then do you think thus? Do I know the Atman, or do I not? Or is it a matter of experience? Or is it incomprehensible? Oh my dear, as darkness and light cannot remain together, so how can ignorance and knowledge be in Brahman? All this is that one spotless, formless reality. I am without beginning, middle, or end. I am never bound. By nature I am pure and perfect. This is my firm conviction. Nothing is perceived by me, from the cosmic intelligence down to the manifested universe. Truly all this is Brahman. How can there be any continuance of caste and stages of life? I know in every way that I am the sole reality, all-pervasive, independent, and ever-existent. The 5 elements, space, air, fire, water, and earth, are all unreal. The Atman is neither male nor female nor neuter. It is not a matter of perception or inference. Why then do you ponder whether the Atman is blissful or devoid of bliss? The Atman could neither be purified through the practice of 6 limbs of yoga, or through the annihilation of the mind, or through the instruction of a teacher. The Atman is the reality itself, and it is purity itself. The Atman neither has a body of 5 elements, nor is it without a body. Truly everything is the Atman. How can 3 states and a 4th be ascribed to the Atman? Truly I am neither bound nor free, nor separated from Brahman. I am neither the doer nor the enjoyer, neither the pervader nor the pervaded. As water mixed with water remains the same undifferentiated water, so Prakriti and Purusha both appear identical to me. If you are not free indeed, then neither are you ever bound. Then how can you think of yourself as with form or as formless? I know your supreme form, which is ever present and all-pervading like space. Similarly, I know your inferior form, which is indeed like water in a mirage. I have neither guru nor instruction, neither attributes nor action. Know for certain I am incorporeal like space, and absolutely pure by nature. You are absolutely pure. You are without any body and mind. You are beyond Maya. Do not be ashamed to say, I am the Atman, the supreme reality. O mind, why do you weep? You are truly the Atman. Be one with it. Drink, O my dear, the supreme nectar of the boundless ocean of non-dual Brahman. In the Atman there is neither knowledge nor ignorance, nor the combination of the two. He who always has this knowledge becomes knowledge itself, and nothing else. Self-knowledge does not depend upon reasoning, or the practice of meditation, or the instruction of a guru, or anything in space and time. I am by nature that absolute knowledge, the reality which is innate, eternal, and boundless as space. I never was born and I never will die. Neither do I perform any action, good or bad. I am that pure, attributeless Brahman. How can there be bondage or liberation for me? When Brahman is omnipresent, luminous, motionless, full, and continuous, I do not see any diversity. How can it be inside or outside? The whole universe appears to me as an indivisible, uninterrupted entity. What a terrible delusion of Maya has created the distinction between duality and non-duality. The object, whether with form or without form, is always negated by saying not this, not this. Only the supreme beatitude, which is free from indifference and sameness, exists. You have neither mother nor father, nor relative, nor wife, nor child, nor friend. Neither have you any partiality or impartiality. Why then is there so much suffering in your mind? O mind, there is no day or night for you, nor rise nor fall. How can the wise imagine a bodiless being to have a body? Realize the immutable Atman, which is neither the whole nor the part, neither undivided nor divided. It is beyond happiness and misery. I am neither the doer nor the enjoyer. There is no past or present action in me. Since I have no idea of body or bodilessness, how can I say that it is mine or not mine? I am free from such weakness and passion, anger and so on. I am free from misery pertaining to the body, the mind, and so on. Know that I am that Atman, which is one and vast as space. My friend mind, what is the use of so much idle talk? My friend mind, all this is a matter of conjecture. I have told you what is the quintessence. You are indeed the reality, boundless as space. In whatever way, in whatever place the yogis die, they merge into Brahman, as the jar space is united with the limitless space when the jar is broken. A yogi may die in a holy place, or in the house of an untouchable, or he may even die in a coma, but no sooner does he give up the body than he becomes one with the absolute Brahman. The yogis consider everything, duty, wealth, objects of enjoyment, liberation, and all movable and immovable things, such as men, trees, and so on, as water and a mirage. I did not perform actions in the past, nor do I perform actions in the present, nor shall I perform actions in the future. Neither did I, nor do I, nor shall I enjoy their respective fruits. This is my firm conviction. The Avadhuta lives happily alone in a secluded place, purified by the uninterrupted bliss of Brahman. Renouncing the ego, the mendicant Avadhuta moves about and finds everything within his own self. Where there is no threefold state, nor even the fourth, there one attains the absolute Atman. Where there is neither virtue nor vice, how can there be bondage or liberation? One could not attain Brahman through the repetition of mantras, or the recitation of the Vedas, or the practice of tantric rites. The great Avadhuta, after purifying himself through meditation and becoming absorbed in the uninterrupted bliss of Brahman, has sung this Gita spontaneously. Everything is void and at the same time full. There is neither truth nor falsehood in Brahman. This is narrated by the Avadhuta from his own experience, and also according to his knowledge of the scriptures. Here ends the first chapter of the Avadhuta Gita of Dattatreya, entitled Self-Knowledge.